Welcome, everyone, to Ames, Iowa, home of Iowa State, and these Cyclones have been looking to gather strength all morning long. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Cyclones will kick it away to start us off. Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So BYU's offense will start this game off. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws. The whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
Line getting set on second down. Off play action. Quickly out to the tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. All wideouts, no backs. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They keep attacking through the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabs it in the middle. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So Iowa State's offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Makes the grab down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the ground. He's got it again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. That's caught. It's Martin. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Offense gets set for 2nd down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They're fires deep toward the end zone. And the ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and all slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Cyclones send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in and looking upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw. He makes the connection. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Complete to the wideout. Gain of 8. Brings up 2nd down.
It's complete on the right side. And BYU will get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to run for it. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Cougars look to keep this drive humming. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to pass. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion. Not the way they had it drawn up. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And the field goal unit is on the field. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the South's oldest rivalry has written another chapter between the Tar Heels and Cavaliers, and here's the result. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it, and I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
A loss of 12 on the play. Brings up third down.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
And the Cyclones will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll ride Davis here.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats.
BYU 3.
They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. In the red area, it's Davis. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw on second down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They turn to the passing game on third and short. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, BYU!
BYU.
This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You could play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
Lining up for the PAT.
The extra point.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. From inside the 10, here he comes. He gets a block. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Iowa State sending the offense back out. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
At the 43. Brings up second down.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They go to the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He'll try to do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
All tied up, just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll leave it with him. Keeps the legs moving. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's second and 1.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Give to the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal line back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking downfield, it's back. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Second down.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Now it's first and 10 from the 46-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's second and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll try the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? To the ground to try to move the chains. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Caught in the backfield, it's Martin. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Motion from the offense. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. Splits the uprights. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
13, Iowa State 10.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From inside the 15, here's the return. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Couldn't make the play on 1st down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Lost one deep down the right side. Picked off. Bringing it back. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
First down here for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
BYU with the 1st and 10. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. He's looking to throw it. tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Caught behind the line. It's Martin. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Shotgun snap on third down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught close to the marker, it's Bowers. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today. They still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Louisiana. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Nice.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Beck. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, BYU! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down in the 26. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's in, completed. He's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. They'll run it from the gun. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's got it down the right side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut them out there and let them stroke it through the uprights.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Ames. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. And with that, Let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
And the Cougars will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. He's going to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Alston. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The give to the right. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Black. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running it to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Leaves it with the running back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. And the Cyclones will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. On the run, it's Martin. Running with power.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Finds his way for 3 after the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Cyclones will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. This offense has a 2nd down play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the... Lets it fly. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Cougars!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Finds the big tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
It's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides, but you got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle, and they did right there.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Give to the running back. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. And the Cyclones are on the move. They go to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Gonna run it, it's Hansen. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And it's slipped out. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And they have converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. To the ground with the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Here's the handoff. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. It's complete to the left. Really strong job on the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for, but there is a flag on the play. We'll have to sort it out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. It's complete to the right. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Second down coming up.
Back to pass, it's Beck. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Got him downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Black. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Second down coming up.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's right on target. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. And the Cyclones have moved it inside the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Going for 6. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. 1st down here for the offense. The give from the gun. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. On the return, it's Harris. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Hand off from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. From the gun, the ground game. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. The give to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up there.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
Fires to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Fires to the right. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. The Cyclones will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.